Afternoon, YouTubers. It's a Sunday. It's 5 to 3 in the afternoon, and it's the 10th of February, and I'm out for a walk. Because, although no doubt, because I'm amongst the trees you can't tell, it's actually a wonderful day. And those people who have ever lived amongst the countryside and stuff, it's one of those days where you just want to walk amongst the fields and see the sheep, which you can't see there, but they are there, trust me, and just keep on walking for as long as it takes. But I haven't got forever today. I've had an hour and I'm already out of breath because it's been a hectic couple of days. Got two interesting offers of work coming. Although I can't actually talk about anything. One's a documentary that a lot of work needs done on, that I was sort of first choice for, so if they accept the price I've put down, then that'll keep me busy for a while. The other one, which I didn't actually even tell me the half or anybody else, because it was a bit too weird for me. Yeah, no, saying too weird for me is a bit of a, misnomer really, isn't it? But I'll explain what it was. Hopefully you'll get to hear me over the top of all these Sunday drivers. I was got an email through from somebody reasonably well known that wanted me to design sort of like a mini tomb. Not sort of like, if you've ever been to what's the name of the big cemetery in London? Can't remember because my brain's not working today. But Highgate Cemetery, that's it. I've been there, something like that. Now, I don't care how famous somebody is, because at the end of the day, the way I see it is that we'll put the pants on one leg at a time. They all wipe their arse and they all know what to do. We're all the same, alright? And the idea of spending about 6 months of my life designing the design for somebody's tomb did not seem to be a fitting thing that I wanted to be remembered for years from now, So I turned it down flat. Yes, it would have paid well. Yes, it would have been something different, something interesting to put on a reel. But no, there's limits, that I will and won't do. And that was one of them. You have to excuse the sweat, because I see the sweat's hailing out of me today. Because it's reasonably warm for February. Oh, yeah, and I had a few people ask about the origin of the username I use on a lot of forums, like Zebra Sentinel, Darth Wayne. I've outlined this on a couple of DVDs, I think. But I'll go through it again. When I first started out in 3D, I didn't know a damn thing about 3D when I first started, obviously like everybody else when you start, And I just felt laziness, kept the same username as I was using on Star Wars forums, because I was a massive Star Wars fan. Followed the making of all the prequels, watched all the spoiler videos that people got a hold of, and the making of before they were supposed to be released, which actually a couple of people I know that work at ILM to this day find absolutely bloody hilarious. But that's where it comes from. I started out doing 3D sort of by accident. I fell into it because it was a forum I used to frequent a lot. Yeah, killermovies.com, and there was a guy there posted a model of Darth Vader's head. Very well done. Was only one trouble. I knew it was nicked, and it was somebody else's work, because it had been on this. Was it theforce.net and sci-fi models.com or something? So basically I called this guy out and said, look, this is plagiarism, it's unacceptable. And he came up with all the stuff that was made in 3D Max. And I knew for a fact it was made in Maya, because I've been talking to the guy who made it. And I sat down that night, and there was one thought came in my head, which I actually can't believe how stupid I was. And it was, well, how difficult can it be? It's only 3D, I press a couple of buttons and a model comes out. Yeah, I was that naive. So it went from there. I found out there was these wonderful things called tutorial DVDs and tutorials online, and they didn't just have to look at the help files, so it went from there. That's where it went from. So there you go, that's answered that question for you. You know where it comes from and where, you know, go and get started. The username, well, let's be honest here, it's a bit crappy, isn't it? As I say, it was out of laziness, so that's why. I was passed by joggers. Yeah, I did consider changing the username. Whoa, you've got a few right up my nose there. Hey. Some time ago. I sort of consider it every couple of weeks, you know what I mean, or every couple of months. Because there's people with much better usernames than me, right? They obviously had a bit of a brain when they came up with a username. Like Magdalena's sort of username, Intervene. Great! I love that one. Seb's one. Seb's Score, that's brilliant. They're all great names. And then there's Darth Wayne. Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But the trouble is, I've went that far down the road now that I've had a hard time changing it. There's a couple of forums where I use something different. Like, you know, some of you know I'm the admin of Sub D. And I just go into Wayne for that. And there's a couple of other ones where I've just got Wayne. I think on Tweak I'm under Wayne Robson. Things like that, you know. But the amount of times I've been asked in PMs, is this the same Wayne Robson that does the DVDs? And because the moment you use the Darth Wayne name, everybody knows it. Or at least the people who buy the DVDs do. Not saying it's like known by everybody in the industry, but it is known, you know. So if I change it, it's not like exactly starting from scratch, but you know, it's getting there. Like, I might change it one day if it gets a bit too hot. You know, life gets a bit too hot in the kitchen. Then I'll change it again. I'll also have a quick look to see how long I've been on. Oh, I've got another 3 minutes to go. Yeah, got a lovely view of the path there. I'm going to have a little stand here for a couple of minutes because I'm sweating buckets. And have a nice view of the countryside behind me. It's a lovely day, isn't it? It really is. February and it's like this. Fantastic. But yeah, that's where the username came from. And it's not the best one in the world. Not even close, but it's mine. It does have history. As I say, there's some of the guys I've talked to that worked on some of the prequels that found it hilarious that I use this username, you know. I've never had anything to do with ILM in my life professionally, you know. Never had cause to, never been asked when it comes to that. But I suppose it could have been worse. It could have been called Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker or something, or Yoda, you know, although Yoda might have made slightly more sense. It does make me wonder where I stand legally for a couple of things I've got lined up to do with writing and articles and stuff like that. Whether I can actually use the Darth part of it, or that at some point George Lucas is going to come and send his lawyers around and say, hey, would you mind stop using that, please? Somehow I doubt it. He seems a decent enough bloke over people using parts of his universe for fan related stuff. Well, this isn't fan related, it's just a username. I've sort of got into a habit of using. We'll move on to part 2 in a second. Let's check how long it is. Yep. In a second, in part 2 of this, I'm going to move on to like the fallout from the last videos. I'll cover it in detail for you, like what happened and why. As far as I'm concerned, it's all a dead issue. So I'll see you in a bit. Because to be honest, I need a cigarette. I need to get some of the sweat wiped off. Yeah, pleasant, isn't it? You don't see that many 3D video blogs, do you? You are sweating like a pig. As I say, I'm from the country, so you get used to such things. See you in a minute.